Hey ladies and gents, this is the Wiz coming to you with a review of Carpathias from the Mythic Legions line of action figures from the Four Horsemen. Carpathias. Now personally, I'm a real sucker for vampiric action figures. And I like vampires, I like vampire bats, I like all that stuff. And this pasty-faced vampire is probably the scariest one I have now in my collection, thanks to the great sculpt from Eric Treadaway of the Four Horsemen. The figure's name is Carpathias, and when I saw him, I was like, I'm gonna get you, sucker. See, that is the theme song from a movie that came out in 1988. And I have to watch out when I make movie reference in these reviews because I'm highly cognizant of the fact that a lot of you probably weren't born in 1988. So, anyway, this is Carpathias. And I'm going to read you his bio. It says, Carpathias, calculating and refined, Carpathias is a warrior with an unmatched precision and effectiveness. As a high-ranking member of Ilithia's court, he has been responsible for the annihilation of entire villages. Rather than going indirectly for the kill, Carpathias prefers to paralyze his victims with poison-tipped blades, leaving them helpless as he silently drains them of life. So, a vampire. The only vampire in the line so far. I guess Vorgus Vermilius also drains victims of their life, but since he's an empty suit of armor and used to be a vampire, he really isn't a vampire anymore. I'm going to bring this up close so you can see this sculpt. I hope it isn't too washed out by the lights, but it's excellent, and the paint is really subtly done. There's like purples or grays, or just to kind of, so you can see his eye bags and the shadows under his eye and his yellow teeth. Kind of reminds me of a naked mole rat, which is one of the ugliest animals in the animal kingdom. But there's not much paint on the face, but the sculpt is awesome, and the eyes, they don't glow in the dark, but they actually look like they glow because they're a bright white. So, he paralyzes you with his stare before he paralyzes you with his poison-tipped blade. Anyway, look at, I don't know if you can pick up the details against there. They might be washed out, but there's little veins on his forehead coming from his eyes. There's wrinkles everywhere. The ears here are really cool. He's just got a bald pate. It's a nice round head there. But the face is full of character. So you see the veins and the wrinkles everywhere. Just super duper ugly yellow teeth. Yeah, the teeth are kind of like a Nosferatu type vampire. Like I said, like a real naked mole rat type. Not your romantic vampire. As far as the armor is concerned, it's really cool. It's purple and it's black, and I kind of wish this came with a cape, a purple cape. When it doesn't, I may requisition a dark cape or make one so that he has a cape, because it seems like a vampire should have a cape. But the paint is simple but very nice. Purple in the loincloth. This is the same armor we've already seen with other figures like Vorgus Vermilius and other figures, like Othor that I just reviewed, and like Sir Gideon and a bunch of other folks. But just by mixing and matching with the loincloth piece, the followed piece, the breastplate, it switches things up so that the armor looks unique, and especially this dark, evil, armored color makes for a menacing and cool character. He's got a silver, one of the standard silver lances. He's got a silver sword and with a black hilt and a silver dagger, and he comes with the belt that everybody else comes with. Doesn't have a shield, doesn't have a cape, needs a cape, I think. But anyway, let's compare him to some of these other pasty-faced bloodsuckers. This one that recently came out in the Marvel Legends line. That's kind of cool, but this guy is much, much scarier. You know, this guy's cool. And a great, great sculpt, and he's got his mouth open and his teeth bared. This guy's still scarier. This is a Man-Bat from the Batman movie line, even though he wasn't in the movie. This guy looks like Ned Flanders compared to Carpathias. Even though he's got the white eyes and he's got the creepy, build and the wings and everything, it's just not as scary as Carpathias. So Carpathias wins there. And an oldie but a goodie. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, I think. But Man-Bat in white. That was also done by Eric Treadaway, unless I'm mistaken. I know it's a Four Horsemen figure from the DC Universe Classics line, who's definitely more bat than man. And this is, like I said, kind of like an unholy offspring of a bat, maybe a naked mole rat and a man. Love both these sculpts and both these figures. If I couldn't choose between them. Kind of interested in maybe doing a head swap between these two and playing around with that a little bit, see if I can do that. But that is not within the purview of this review. Anyway, Carpathias, evil vampire, and all-around bad guy, member of Ilithia's brood. Pick him up if you have a chance. He's a unique member of the line.